Hello, my name is Sabrina Yuva. I am a Human Development and Family Sciences major at UConn Stanford, and I worked with my advisor, Dr. Anna Maria Chismadia, to understand the effect of anti-racism engagement on the psychological adjustment among emerging adults during the COVID-19 pandemic. Protest and activism, combined with the stressors associated with the ongoing pandemic, may affect college students' psychological outcomes. It is important for college students to know that they have the opportunities and access to communities where they can participate in anti-racism engagement activities. Racial ethnic identity exploration occurs during this time, called emerging adulthood, making it important to access anti-racism engagement activities and understanding its effect on college students. Anti-racism engagement research utilizes a broad contextual lens to explore emerging adults' psychological adjustment. Although studies suggest that anti-racism engagement confers benefits for emerging adults' development, none have examined whether anti-racism engagement is linked with psychological adjustment. I seek to understand if anti-racism engagement affects emerging adults' psychological adjustment during the coronavirus pandemic. I also am interested in understanding if there are group differences and if activities lessen the effect of discrimination-related stress. As there is more to be learned about the effect of anti-racism engagement on individuals' psychological outcomes, these activities can be implemented into policy and practice and will impact the various levels of our society, such as the places we live, learn, and work. I recruited a total of 526 participants from all UConn campuses to my survey between the dates of April 6th and May 2nd of 2021. Of the respondents, 70 were excluded for the following reasons. 4 did not consent, 28 were not undergraduate students, 20 were outside the age range, 18 had a null response to the screener questions. Therefore, my final study sample consisted of 497 undergraduate students. I measured anti-racism action, trauma symptoms of discrimination, depression, anxiety, self-esteem, and psychological well-being. My preliminary findings show that out of the 3 outcomes of depression, anxiety, and self-esteem, anxiety predicts anti-racism engagement consistently. After running a bivariate correlation on anxiety and anti-racism engagement subscales, anxiety is the only factor where all 3 subscales are significant, including interpersonal action, communal action, and political change. The mean of political and communal action was lower than interpersonal, which indicates that college students are involved in anti-racism more on an interpersonal level than an organizational level. The correlation between interpersonal anti-racism engagement and political change is stronger than communal and interpersonal. Other studies show mechanisms linking civic engagement with psychosocial well-being as contributions to the community make one feel more internally rewarded. The findings in my study relate to the positive association between anti-racism engagement and anxiety. Future analyses will include testing the moderating role of race to examine whether the association between anti-racism engagement and psychological adjustment varies for white students and students of color. Thank you so much for taking the time to view my presentation on the effect of anti-racism engagement on the psychological adjustment among emerging adults during the coronavirus pandemic. I would also like to give a special thank you to my advisor, Dr. Anna Maria Chismadia, for the valuable insights and mentorship that was provided during this project. Thank you everyone for watching and have a great day.